What up, YouTube? Bro Farmer back for another Super Sunday show. And as always, I like to get it started. For the people who come back for the replay, with a little inspiration or what I consider a little inspiration. Um, do when you do good, good follows you. I'm gonna say that again. When you do good, good follows you. Now, everybody you do good to ain't gonna do good, baby. That's understood. But for the most part, when you do good, good will always follow you. Super simple. Now, can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? Can you see me? I know it's a little wacky with my green screen. Don't focus on that. That ain't what we're doing. So can everybody see me? You can hear me? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? All right. We in here. Everybody see? Let's say hey to everybody. If you hear something in the back, it's my air conditioner. Dude, it's hot. Darth X in the building. What's up, Darth X? Tamara, what's up in the building? DMV Garden in the building. For once, I am too. Look, we all here. Early, late, it don't matter. La Texas 880 in the building. My Renaissance grandma in the building. Jess Dorsham in the building. What's up, Dorsham? Brooklyn New in the building. Professor Q, Lioncrest Outdoors, is definitely in the building. All right, everybody can hear me and see me. Mary Ellen Sunflower Girl in the building. What's up, Mary Ellen? Them groceries in the building. Anna Wright, glad to have you in here. Who else? Tia Drumgold in the building. What's up, Tia? Cutting Tammy in the building. What's up, Tammy? What's up, Arthur Butler? I got over there. Checked out one of your videos. You and your garden buddy was out there planting some fruit trees. You know I was there for that. Ty Lily in the building. What's up, Ty Lily? Ann Ravenel in the building. What's up, Ann? Lena's Gardening by Faith in the building. All right, I'm at the bottom already. Okay. All Nat Homesteader in the building. What's up, All Nat? Yeah, I got down there kind of quick. Oh, well, no, it ain't. Cassandra South Fulton Garden in the building. Aisha Howard in the building. What's up, Aisha? I think I'm good. I'm good. I think I'm good. Now, if you read the title, we're talking about propagating, taking cuttings, grafting, and air layering. First off, for the people that's in here, we're going to start with grafting. Who's ever tried to graft? Successfully or unsuccessfully? Who's ever tried to graft something? Mr. Native Cherokee 70 in the building. Ty Lily, you the only one ever tried? Miss Native, you tried? I should know. Nobody else? Tamara, unsuccessful. All right. I've tried the graft very unsuccessfully. Very, very unsuccessfully. But with all the things I do, I try. And dude, I don't know, this it's starting to bother me with that. It don't matter. But I tried it. Did not go successfully. And there's probably a bunch of factors about that. Lala said I put a broken tomato plant back together and it survived. That count? If you put it on another tomato, yeah, that count. If you put it on another tomato plant, that's a graft. Gina versus Gina in the building. What's up, Gina? Aunt Ford Barbecue in the building. Now, all right. That grafting. Couple things I mean, Cheryl Faulkner in the building. What's up, Cheryl? But all right, a couple basics. I mean, even if you did it successful or not, you need similar sized limbs. I've seen people do very small limbs on big branches and it worked. But for the basics, similar sized limbs, match them up and go from there. Another thing about that, um, what you wrap, what you wrap your graft in matters. It's got to be something that's loose enough that can grow with your graft. Um, I don't know what went wrong with mine, to be honest. But also, it's similar. Oh, just Dorsey said, bro, what is grafting? If you take a scion from a limb from another tree and put it on another tree, let's say you got a lemon tree and you take a branch off a tangerine tree and you want to grow a tangerine on that lemon tree, you cut into the limb, put the tangerine scion in, tape it up real good, and if the graft makes, you will have tangerines on your lemon tree. Sounds weird. I just heard myself explaining that it sounded really weird. Tor's brain gang in the building. What's up, Tor? Cases 55 in the building. Ruth in Georgia backyard garden in the building. Say hello, bro. Farm at work watching on TV, so I'm here. Look now, Ruth, you might want to turn it down. You know I get live. I get live. I'm from the country. Sort of from the country. Ultimate Acres in the building. Tamara said, I can't wait to try that chili dog method. Oh, we're gonna talk about that. Definitely gonna talk a lot about that. I have some young lime pomegranate trees. I want to try the air layer. It's got to we're gonna get air layer. What is this? Lena says, so fall won't work, will it? Yeah, if you put fall on the outside of your Ziploc bag, and that's just to keep the light out, because roots need darkness to grow. Ziggy Monaco in the building. October Opal in the building. Food by Faith Garden Table in the building. Glad to have y'all in here. Now, the grafting to me is the hardest one. It really is. Because you need for that plant, that limb, to line up. Oh, man. Something I got in here, I forgot what the name was. Brain fart. Big brain fart. But the green parts on the edge of the branch, you need those two to line up with the scion you're putting on. You got to get that lined up perfect. You got to get it taped perfect. And you got to cross your fingers and cross your toes and over work out. I'm not a big fan of grafting, but also it has to be similar species. You can't graft an orange tree onto an apple tree or an apple onto a pear tree. You know what I mean? It has to be of same species. So pear on a pear tree, let's say you got a Bartlett pear tree and you got an Asian pear tree. Well, you broke a limb on your Asian pear tree. So instead of throwing it away, you can whittle it down and graft it on to your Bartlett pear. It's a bunch of good reasons why. You can have a bunch of different varieties on one tree. I know they sell those 4-in-1 trees that got different varieties on one tree. You can do your own variety. Laird Farmer got a real cool video on doing that. What did I miss? This Native Cherokee 7 said, I used fall with my air layer before. It works too. I definitely can do air layers. Okay, I've never tried it like that. I've done it twice. Twice. So I'm pretty sure you can, but I don't know. When you say foil, do you mean foil instead of the Ziploc bag? Let me understand that. Grafting has always seemed so hard to me. Me too. But it's part of propagating, and I want to at least talk about it. And to me, the best reason to graft is you got a broken limb or you got a tree that look like it's not gonna make it. You don't have much space. That's another good thing. Let's say you got a tree that need a pollinator, but you ain't got room to plant another pollinator. So your buddy got a tree that's a pollinator. Get one of his scions off his tree, graft it onto yours, and there you go. It, it it removes the need for a whole bunch of trees because you got different limbs and you get different varieties of fruit. To me, that's the best reason to do it. Either that, or you got a limb that broke off from somewhere, or you got a tree that just ain't producing. You got a pear tree that you've had for 8 years, never producing the pears. Well, you got another pear tree that always produces pears. So you take a cutting off that one and graft it onto that one. So now you have two productive trees. To me, that's the best reason why to graft. But to me, grafting is the hardest. Truly, truly the hardest to work. Probably because I don't do it as much. I do more cuttings than anything else. I have way more success with cuttings. Anna Rice had tried cuttings of a juniper tree once before, but it died this summer. But that happens. Nothing is 100%. Let's start there. Nothing is 100%. Now, some people who've been doing this for years on years that's really perfected their craft, they're going to have a higher percentage. When you first start doing this stuff, grafting, air layers, or cuttings, it's going to be kind of low. But let's talk about cuttings. Hold on, let me speak to some people. Dan Permaculture Food Forest in the building. What's up, Dan? Glad to have you in here. Tamara said, "Do you use rooting gel when grafting broke?" I use the rooting hormone powder. It's cheap on Amazon. I saw Q say something real. DMV garden taking cuts and grafting onto an existing rootstock lining the cambium layer, for them to heal and grow together. Yeah, Dorsha asked what it was grafting. Clean tools is a huge part of grafting success. Yes. Spirit Mouse Media in the building. What's up, Spirit Mouse? Wearing gloves, cleaning your tool with alcohol. I use Lysol. I think I saw AJ Green Thumb use Lysol, and I like this is a genius idea. Just take some Lysol out there. Lysol kill all the germs, right? Right. But your tools that you're gonna cut, definitely make sure they're clean because you can carry disease from one plant to another through your tool. So huge part. Also, wear gloves when you do this because you might have touched something else that'll adversely affect the cutting you taking. I mean the cutting you taking or the grab or the air layer. Miss Native Cherokee 7 say, well, sandwich bag and foil. Yeah. I agree with you. The ones I did the same way, sandwich bag, then aluminum foil to cover up and keep the light off. So Tammy said, me too. I used foil until I saw Larry Farmer chili dog style. Yeah, I've never seen it just done with aluminum foil, but I'm pretty sure I've seen people use plastic water bottles. They just cut down the side. Cut the bottom out, slide it up, put soil in it. I've seen that work. Now, do I think the rate of success is going to be the same? No, I don't. But to each his own. If it worked for you, it worked for you. Some stuff that worked for me might not work for you and vice versa. Dorothy said, I wish I had a chili dog to eat right now. Ziggy said, I have taken the tomato cuts from one tomato plant and made 4 whole new plants. Okay. Mad Cow in the building. What's up? Now let's get over to something that I like a lot. Taking cuttings. And easy way I can say this, it's all kind of mixes that people use for taking cuttings. I've seen people take cuttings and sand and everything else and then work out. To me, y'all gonna blast me when y'all hear this. Somebody finna cuss me out. Y'all keep the cussing down to a minimum. I don't see a big difference in soil. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am not gonna lie to you. When I take cuttings, the biggest thing I think I was missing from my cuttings all being successful is the dome effect. If you put it in a dome and you let it get that humidity and moisture in there, those cuttings are more likely to roost. Roost. And that's just my personal opinion. I'm telling you, I use recycled soil on all my cuttings. All of it. But the main thing, and then what I did, all right, plastic cup. I have a cup at the bottom that's full color, let's say red or blue, like a red solo cup. I put my soil in there. I put root and hormone in there too. I do. Take my cutting, shave it down to the white meat, put it in my soil, moisten the soil, put the clear cup on top, and put some tape around the edge so you have a dome effect. Now, as long as it is in that dome, it's going to stay moist and it's going to keep the humidity in there. To me, after that, most of my cuttings root. I've seen people use a Ziploc bag and tie it around. Ziploc bags cost more. I get 50 of these for $1. So put it on top, tape it around so you ain't letting no air out. And that works for me. That way to me, it has been way more successful than anything else I've tried or any other way. But I've had success doing it all kind of ways. Lady said you can also clean it with rubbing alcohol. Yeah, rubbing alcohol work too. That's the original what I always use. Lion Crest said I'm smoking hot dogs and smoked sausage and got chili in the pantry door. Thanks for y'all just smoked chili dog. Mr. Jalen in the building. Glad to have you in here, Mr. Jalen. Mr. Jalen said, man, I started growing, but I had to off them because it was way too hot. Pay for the proper equipment, people. It saves time and money in the long run. Keep winning, mend it. Never broke again, farmer. Oh, I'm broke. I'm still broke, Mr. Jalen. But glad to have you in here. Hoyt Robinson in the building. What's up, Hoyt? And this is something else I've also heard. Miss Native 7 say, I cover my cuttings in honey and the soil they go, and I wish them luck. Only strong survive. I've heard a lot of people say the honey work. I've even heard people say they try aloe, like break off a piece of the aloe and rub it on the bottom of it to get it going. Casons 55 say, look off subject. Wally World has 2 cubic units of potting soil for $3. That's not off the subject. That's what this is broke farmer. If you're talking about a deal, you are never off subject. That is always welcome on this channel. Casons 55, what kind of soil it is? What kind of potting soil it is? Brooklyn News say you can create a mini greenhouse out of gallon milk. Yes, that also works. Mr. Jalen say you rich in soul, brother. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. J3GS Farm, broke farmer. Hello, my brother and family friend. What up, J3GS? Glad to have you in here. Now, something else. Certain cuttings do better than other cuttings. Let's start there. The easiest to me is figs. Oh my God. I can literally put a fig cutting just in some soil and just leave it to the side. Eventually it's gonna root. It's gonna root. If you keep it kind of moist, it's gonna root. And saying that, it's a couple cuttings that I had a hard time in cuttings. Peach cuttings. I didn't do well with peach cuttings or pear cuttings. Not much luck on that. But another weirdly that caught me off guard was citrus cuttings. Meyer lemon cuttings. Oh my goodness, I haven't killed the Meyer lemon cutting yet. 3 in MJ's cutting. 3 MJ cut. S and MJ's garden in the building. Glad to have you in here. Did I miss anybody else? I don't think it's nobody. No. All right. Something else with cuttings. And I'm speaking strictly off personal experience when it comes to cuttings, because I've taken a lot of cuttings. A lot of cuttings. The size of the cutting really matters. If it's a really, really long cutting, it doesn't work that well for me. I don't know why. By the 6 to 8 inch cut scion always work better for me. I don't know what it is, but 6 to 8 inches usually work better. If you get a long cutting and you're trying to root a 12-inch cutting or something, it usually don't work as good. Once again, I'm not saying what I heard on the internet. What I've tried, I've taken a bunch of cuttings, Best time to take cuttings in the spring, because everything is actively growing in the spring. So all this new growth and everything going on happens in the spring. So of course it only makes sense that you do it in the spring to get everything going good. Cassins 55 said miracle growing experts. I like experts. I think that's the one I'm talking about. Make sure I miss nothing. Ultimate Acres say honey is an anti-germ antibiotic, so the flourish minus disease. Big facts. Big facts. I did not know that. Also, something else when it comes to cuttings, know where you're getting your cutting from. If you're taking cutting from a tree that's diseased and it look bad, don't take that cutting. Just don't worry about that cutting. Because if the tree is already sickly, you inherited a sickly tree, most likely. Just putting that out there. If the tree don't look good, leave the limbs where they are. I mean, I know I said earlier, trying to keep the tree from dying. Yeah, but I don't like to take them from bad trees or trees that haven't fruited. Trees that's 10 years old and never fruit. If I don't want to take a cut from that one, that tree going through some things. It got some things on his mind. You know what I mean? It just ain't quite right. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but leave that tree with it. That's all I'm saying. Diane here in the building. Now, we don't went through a couple of them, but let's go to this air layer. Let's get on air layer. Now, if y'all haven't seen my last video about air layer, please go over there and check that video out. Please go check that video out. That was a very detailed video on what I think is the right way to take air layer. And when I say I think it's the right way to air layer, you hear what did you hear me? I think that's the best way to air layer. Now, what you think is strictly up to you. But a lot of the stuff that I talk about on my channel is pure perspective. It's my perspective on how I feel is the best. And that's how I'm portraying you. I would never tell you something on a video that I don't believe in. No matter how crazy it is. If I don't believe in it, I would never, ever say nothing about it. And if I do, I said, man, I ain't sure about this, but we're going to give it a try. And Ravenel said, you haven't seen my soil, it's the worst. I use topsoil, and mixed perlite, but not my soil. And I have a lot of plants, trees. Yeah, I've seen a lot of different methods of taking cuttings and stuff like that, but I put it in the soil. Just use soil laying around, and I put some root hormone in the soil. Now, I know people be like, you need a bunch of compost, or you need sand, or you need peat moss, perlite mix. I don't know. I don't believe in all that. I believe in keeping it simple and to the point. Miss Native said, oh, it's pouring rain here now. It sounds so wonderful. Been over 3 weeks of dry heat in my area of Virginia. Hey, congratulations on that rain. You know your garden gonna love that. Uh, October open. Do you do cutting differently if the tree is softwood or hardwood? No, I don't. I don't. Shave the bottom, put some rooting hormone on it, put it in a dark color cup on the bottom, push it in the soil, put a clear cup on top. And let me see, it's two types of tape I've used. Masking tape. This is tape around the edges. Or what I like now is painter's tape. Dollar Tree has painter's tape. I don't know why I like that. I guess because it's blue and I get tired of looking at the brown. I don't know what the difference is. But I like the blue. I think it worked good. But yeah, that's the only way I do it. Tamir say, how long to leave the bag on air layer before checking the progress? Um, I've heard 3 months. You usually get roots in 3 months. But I know I'm nosing, so probably after 2 months, I'll peel the foil back and look at it. And if it ain't ready, I just put the foil back on it. I mean, you can check it without messing up your graph. Your air layer. Miss Shirley OG Garden in the building. What's up, Miss Shirley? Grace Guys in the building. Glad to have you in here. Tammy say, if you take a cutting at the right time for that plant, it will probably root. Yes. When you say right time, Tammy, I think you mean when it's growing at its fullest in the spring. It came out of dormancy. It's putting a lot of energy into putting leaves out and shoots out. TLC in the garden. Glad to have you in here. Mary Ellen said, I'm going to get cut from my dad's lemon tree. Okay. Ann Ravenel said, lemon cuttings, they don't care. I have most of my lemon trees from one tree easy. Yeah, I don't know. It just, and that's the other thing. You see some people do some stuff and you like, man, I can't believe that worked. A lot of it is just, that stuff is easy to root. A fig tree, come on, a fig gonna root. Most lemon trees that I've seen root. I don't know. But once you get to, the apples, pears, and stuff like that, it don't root that good to me. The everyday life of an OCD is cheap. What's up, Nick? Glad to have you in here. All right. Let's get air layer. We started talking about air layer. Now, to me, air layer is the most nerve-wracking. I don't know why. It's just nerve-wracking to me. But African Dreaming in the building. What's up, African Dreaming? Glad to have you in here. But I don't know why. I don't know. But anyway, air layering to me is probably the most effective way to get the fruit the fastest. Because it's already established limb. If you get a limb off a 3-year-old tree, when you air layer that and you put it in the soil, you have a 3-year-old tree. It's not a new tree. It's a 3-year-old tree. That limb is the same age as that tree that you got it from. So if you air layer, you're probably gonna get fruit next year. If it's already a fruiting tree, you're probably gonna get fruit next year. Especially, and then you can take bigger limbs. Grafting, usually a smaller limb, or taking cuttings are usually smaller. The bigger you get with cuttings, the harder it is. But when it comes to air layer, you can air layer really big limbs. I say really big. You know what I mean? Within reason. You can air layer that stuff at a good size, dude. That is so awesome. Hold on, what did I miss? Lynette Lawrence in the building. Hey, Lynette, how you doing? Kelly Homestead with Pooh Bear. What's up, Pooh Bear? Glad to have you in here. Hoyt Robinson, pineapple question. I have pineapples growing outside, nowhere near ready. Will I have to dig them up and bring them inside? Where do you live at, Hoyt? What zone you in? I know pineapples aren't that cold hearted. So Hoyt Robinson, what you all right? What zone are you are in? And you say dig them up, so you got them growing in the ground. If you're in a cold zone, I don't think the pineapple will make it outside. If you get real low temps or even snow, I don't think so. But let's talk about it. What did I miss? What did I miss? I feel like I missed so much. Oh, you're in zone 7. Hey, now, all right. I got an idea, but sometimes I like to back my ideas up. I think zone 7 is too cold to leave it outside. Pineapple. But crazy thing is, I went to Home Depot and they were selling pineapple plant. They've never sold pineapple plants in my area before. Matter of fact, they had pineapple plant, dragon fruit plants, and passion fruit, Ruby Supreme guava. I thought it was pineapple guava. It's not, so I didn't buy it. But these are things I've never seen at our Home Depot before in AA. So I still think that every zone is getting warmer. I'm thinking Home Depot usually only sell what they feel like will grow in your area, right? So if they selling it, are they telling me I can grow that outside? All right, this is what I need to know. Pineapple plants do not tolerate freezing temperature below 28 degrees. No, you can't. You can't have it outside. The I know it does. It's not super cold hearted, but I didn't know how low it go. 28 degrees in zone 7. No, I don't think it'll work. I would dig it up and just put it in the pot like a 5-gallon pot. So, uh-oh. John 74 in the building. What's up, John? Glad to have you in here. All right, Food by Face said, "Hoy, I am an 8A and we do not put ours in the ground." Yeah, I'm an 8A. I got 2 of them in a pot that I grew from a pineapple plant. Hoy Robinson said, "Dig it up, it is." I think that's a good idea. Dig it up and just put it in a 5-gallon pot. GT Junior Grows in the building. What's up, GT? Say hello to Broke Farmer chat. I have the volume and a whisper, but I am in the chat. Yeah, hey, definitely put it down because I'm gonna get louder and louder. I'm sipping a little bit. Delicious, delicious. I'm just missing folks. Please forgive me. Darth X agreed with that. He said, Hart Robinson, I think zone 7, 8, 7 is too cold in the winter for pineapple. If you want zone 9, maybe. Yeah, I don't even try the 8A. I'm gonna pull mine in the greenhouse. Fun fact, I said greenhouse in a couple weeks, y'all. It will be on the property. Brand new greenhouse. And I'm gonna give y'all a good and up-to-date video on that. Gwen Calloway in the building. What's up, Gwen? Glad to have you in here. My tiny garden in the building. Say I'm super late, but hello, bro. Oh, you ain't 30 minutes. You ain't late. Come on in here. My tiny garden. Glad to have you in here. Now, African Dreamer said pineapple very sensitive to cold over here. They had some outside during rainy season. They didn't do well at all. Yeah. So, Gene Salmon is on 6A and I keep my pineapple in a 10-gallon pot. Yeah, there you go. Now, we talk about cuttings, grafts, and all that stuff there. One thing I want to talk about, what if you bought certain fruit trees just to do grafts? I mean, just to do cuttings and air layers on. Let's think about this from a different standpoint. We like fruit trees and stuff like that, but what if we use fruit trees to make money? Follow me for a minute. Now, around here, I don't know, a 5 foot pear tree is probably 30, 34, $35. All right. Let's say I take an air layer cutting off my pear tree. And let's say I charge $25 for it. You've got $10 invested in that tree after that. Now, most times, once your tree really get established and get growing, you got to do pruning on it. I mean, if the branch, all right, let's go here with the pruning. I don't believe in pruning every year just to be pruning. Let's start there. But I do believe if you got branches crossed or a bunch of branches in the middle of your tree, it's going to affect growth, and those should be pruned. To me, and if I buy a tree, I kind of look for this. It should be like a champagne, but not champagne glass or whatever you call it. Your branches should flare around the outside and your middle open so you can get good airflow in there. If you don't get good airflow on these fruit trees, you're going to get disease. If you got limbs crossing, you're going to get disease. The only other reason I believe in pruning, if it's too tall. I don't believe in 20-foot trees. I can't pick. I'm only 5'11". I got a ladder. I'm scared of heights, so I probably can go up another foot or a foot and a half. But that's it. I'm not trying to get 20 feet in the air, get a goddamn peach or plum. No, ma'am. Y'all can have all that. So I definitely cut the lead, the middle lead branch or whatever, at probably 7 or 8 feet, and that's it. And then I just get side growth. I've been training my young trees to grow like that, and it's been working so far. Asian pear looking good based off that, and that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna let these trees get 20 feet in the air, and the birds reaping all my benefits. You know what I mean? Okay, read that. Miss Nada say only 2 citrus we ever around here, lemon and calamandan trees on 7B. Now, all right, 7B, Miss Native Cherokee, do some Google work on some satsumas. I think you can put satsumas in the ground in 7B. I got satsumas in the ground at 8A. I'm gonna try it. I think I can do it. We don't get cold here. Now in 7B, I don't know what y'all minimum temperature was last year, but in 8A where I live at, the minimum was 18 degrees, but it was only 18 degrees for 2 hours. And after that, we didn't get nothing below 22. So I feel like small satsuma trees, I'm gonna cover them up for really cold nights. I think we can do it here. I'm going for it. Cold-hearted citrus is my passion. Passion. I love it. Satsuma, UGA frost lemons, and something else for y'all citrus lovers. Google, especially people in Georgia, Google UGA frost lemon and frost grapefruit. It's a scientist or whatever named something Dr. Frost, and she made cold-hardy citrus for the state of Georgia. This citrus is made to withstand our winters. So if you are in 8A or a zone similar to Georgia, 8A or whatever, look into frost lemon, Frost, and frost grapefruit. There are cold-hardy citrus out there that you can put in the ground and you can grow. Aaron Ravenel say up a pineapple, cut the top. I promise it will grow good. Save your money, bring it to the winter. Slow grower, but it grows pineapple. Is that Happy Mac in the building? What's up, Happy Mac? Niggas say, what are you sipping on? Roscato. Roscato, Roscato. It's a sweet red wine. You know, I'm a red wine sipper. Sylvia Fit never quit. Say I'm in 9A. I put in pot. Yeah, I think it'll make it a 9. Susie Pollard in the building. A Pollard in the building. Glad to have you here, Susie. Uh, there we go. Tammy say Home Depot is just trying to make a sale. Our YouTube community is buying these hot items, so Home Depot is putting it on their shelf. Facts. Facts, Tammy. Look here, man. If you're the guy that order fruit trees for Lowe's, Home Depot, or anybody else, you don't think they watching these gardening videos? If you title a gardening video, anything to do with fruit trees or whatever, you don't think they watching? They watch it. They definitely watch it. I mean, you can't go to your TV and it's no gardening stuff on regular TV. It ain't. So you have to go to places like YouTube and Instagram and places like that to see gardening stuff. So if you are in a business where you're selling gardening items or stuff like that, you on YouTube looking at this stuff. And Tammy right, Home Depot just trying to make a sale. But guess what, Tammy? They hit the nail on the head. Because I thought it was a pineapple guava. If it was a pineapple guava, I would have got it. But it was a ruby red supreme guava, and it's not as cold hardened as a pineapple, so I left it there. But Home Depot getting kind of close. I don't like passion fruit. Dragon fruit to me is too much work, and I ain't a big fan of the taste. It tastes okay every now and then, but I'm not a fan of the taste. But that guava, I wanted that guava. Yeah, I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Miss Shirley OG said my notification still not working. What's up? What's up? First off, these notifications, dude, there's a lot of people I'm not getting notifications from. Support your local YouTuber. Every now and then, pick 3 or 4 people and just go check on that you haven't seen nothing from them in a while. Best yet, Journey in the building. What's up, cousin? Love Notes in the building. Glad to have you in here. Niggas say I'm very sensitive to cold too. Please take me inside. Dude, I don't know. I guess I got the old man in me now. Well, I don't get cold. I guess my skin just got thicker over time. I don't know how to explain it. But my body don't vary from cold to hot much. I get hot, but I sweat a lot because it's so humid down here. Cold don't bother me like it used to. I don't know why, but it just don't. And when I say cold, I mean my type of cold. Let's start there. My type of cold is where I live at is 22, 23 degrees. It's freezing out there. So take that with a grain of salt. Last Journey in the building. Sup? Best yet? Food by Face say a lady here in Georgia was selling pineapple plants for $30. Good Lord. I was like, wow, I have 6 of those. That's some quick cash if I want it. All right, think about this. I remember when they had pineapples on sale at Kroger for $2. $2. You twist the top off, peel the bottom leaves, put it in the soil. Get 20 of them, and you can make your own money. That's something else. I mean, let's be real for a minute. You got money in your backyard. You just got to start using it. I mean, people you know that's around you that like fruit trees or in the fruit tree, take cuttings, take air start selling the trees, make a little money. I'm finna start making some money off these trees. I'm not playing no more. I'm definitely finna start making some money. Shake the tree. Oh, I'm way behind. Keep the tree look. L1 to A in the building. Glad to have me an Odin Homestead in the building. Now, Odin Homestead is somebody who do a lot of cuttings also. You're right, bro, farmer. They will grow here. That's why I said we only get 2 types in the stores here. We can grow a lot more than 2 types. I have a page orange too. I don't know. I have a pineapple orange, but that joke is sensitive. If it's below 30 degrees, it's gonna start dropping leaves. Lynette Lawrence, I know they're watching. That's why you're growing all those different fruit trees now all of a sudden. That's why. That's why they're growing all those different. Yeah, because they know. All right. Usually, all they ever had in Home Depot most of the time, Meyer lemon, a couple orange trees, uh, pear, peach. That was it. But now they got dragon fruit, passion fruit, guavas in them. Come on, man. They got a Chicago hearted fig. Why? Why is it a Chicago hearted fig in Georgia? I almost pulled the trigger on that, but I didn't do it. I did not pull the trigger on that. I feel like I got enough feed, even though it's on my list. I just feel like I got enough, and I got to make sure I got room in my greenhouse. Mel in the building. What's up, Mel? But Lil No made a good point. That's how business stay in business. They find out what you want and they provide it for you. So, yep, they also track what you look for. Tam said, "Facts. I'm glad they put it in my stores." Yep. Tamira said, "All these businesses collect analytics on what sells among certain demographics." Exactly. Austin Teen 85 in the building. Hey, Austin. Ask the Teen 85. I think I'm saying that right. Glad to have you on. Now, we're going to get to the bottom. I got a question for everybody. Is everybody growing fruit trees? Yeah. Miss Shirley OG, I saw your Walmart doing big things today. So is everybody growing fruit trees? Fruit trees can be a business. It can be a business. All you got to do is figure out, just like they was talking about people who sell fruit trees, they're getting your data. You can do the same thing. If Lowe's is selling a rinky-dink peach tree for $40, and I got a strong peach tree, and I can show you what tree it came off for $25, which one you want? You know what I mean? A lot of them trees are diseased and all that because they growing them together, and God knows what the other one had that didn't make it to your house. So, yes, who growing fruit trees? Miss Nada say, "Oh, my calamanda and page orange, huge container inside for winter. I would air layer them and plant some in the ground next spring. Over time, we'll see how that goes. Sometimes you just got to try it. And I'm gonna tell you what I like to do. If it's something that I'm really not supposed to be growing here, and I can get it really, really cheap, I'll try some weird stuff with it. Like the Barbados cherry. They selling that in my Home Depot. Barbados cherry. Yes. Things are changing, y'all. But I bought a Barbados cherry for $12 when I was in Savannah. I just put it in a pot and put it in the shade. I want to see would it grow in the shade. Ask me why. I don't know. I was just curious to how much sun it needed. That thing took off. It's tripled in size since I had it. Barbados cherry supposed to be full sun to grow. I got mine in partial sun, a partial shade. So same thing with the Satsumas I got. I got 3 really young Satsumas. I don't know what I paid for them. I got them cheap though. So I just put them in the ground. They're supposed to be cold hard enough to make it through unless it's a super cold night. And I'm gonna see what happens. I love the idea of growing citrus in the ground. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it there. Tammy growing fruit trees. Pooh Bear, love notes. Mail. Niggas say, yes, I'm growing fruit trees. I'm young in the game, but I'm on it. Oprah growing fruit trees. Sue Davis in the building. Say, hi, I'm a DIY greenhouse here in Georgia 7B. What is number thing if it dropped down to 17 to you? Huh? Oh, you talking to you. I don't miss the whole conversation. Miss Shirley say up to 10 and add more. I live in New York. They evil here. I can sell the fruit, but not a living plant without a license. Ooh. Tell you like this, I ain't getting no license. They locked me up for selling the apple tree. You got Anna Wright. I'm trying to grow lemons trees, no success yet, not giving up. Uh, Anna Wright, what's your zone? Let's talk about that. Dragon Queen number one in the building. Let's talk about that. Lemon tree. I think lemon trees are one of the best citrus to grow. First off, if nothing else, it's healthy. Lemons are very, very healthy. Number two, lemonade. Dude, we don't like lemonade. Come on, man. Lemonade and putting lemon in a bunch of recipes. A lot of recipes call for lemon zest and lemon juice. Lemons are great to grow, but you have to be. I've seen lemon trees growing in the ground here where I live at, but I think that's more of a numbers game than anything else. If you plant enough lemon plants, eventually you're gonna get one that work. But do I think in the long run, lemon trees can survive in 20-degree nights? No, I don't. I don't. But I've seen it 100 times. You can do it, but you're gonna go through a lot of trees before you find out one lemon that works. So be smart with it. Get a 17-gallon container, 17, 20-gallon container, whatever. Put it in a container. Winter time, bring it on the inside, put it in the greenhouse. Now, doing this, you're gonna have to cut it. You're gonna have to keep it trimmed up to be taken in and out of the house. I'm just saying, if you want lemons, that's what you got to do. Now, I saw some what? I saw something weird. Let's see. Oh no. I thought it was something. Dragon Queen said my mild lemon bloom. Mine started back bloom, but it's too late in the season. I don't think. I don't know. Who knows when it get cold down here where I live at? Heck, it might not get cold. October Oversoul says, that's what I love about you, bro. You are adventurous. You'll try anything little. Yeah, if I get a cheap fruit tree, man, I would do anything with it. Give me a $15 citrus going straight in the ground. I'll take that $15 experience just to see. I've planted lemon trees in the ground before. It died, but I've done it. And the other thing, I've got rootstock growing, which sounds weird. I got rootstock that's citrus rootstock that's probably 4 feet that's been growing. So eventually I'm gonna plant that in the ground, and just over time, I'm gonna try to grab lemon branches onto it to see how it goes. Because like I said, it don't get super cold here, but it don't take many cold nights to kill a lemon tree. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try some stuff, see how it work out. LP in the building. What's up, LP? My tiny garden say, are they easy to grow? What, lemons? Lemon. A lot of this stuff, you just got to figure out. Oh, hold on, let's have a buddy come in here. Latanya Lewis in the building. What's up, Latanya? Virginia fruit grower. Aloha. Glad to have you in here. My tiny garden say, are they easy to grow? All right. I think anything is easy to grow if you put it in the right environment and understand the environment that it wants. I say it a little bit, but I still say it a lot. If you got a fruit tree that likes cold weather, you have to live somewhere that's cold weather. Some fruit trees need chill hours. You got to make sure that where you live at get enough chill hours for certain plants. Or certain plants that are cold hardy only down, I don't know, 30 degrees or something like that. You got to make sure you don't let it get too cold. And then throw all that out the window if it's a small plant. Of course, a small plant is like a small child. You got to show it more affection and you got to watch it. You know what I mean? So just take all that into consideration when you're talking about growing these fruit trees. What is the environment that fruit tree want to grow? What is the environment that fruit tree going to thrive in? And go from there. Citrus don't like to sit in wet to have his roots wet all the time, watery. So don't do it. You got to put soil, use soil that drains very well for citrus. I used to think that you can put citrus in any soil and it just grow well. It's just not true. You need a pot that's got a lot of holes in it, and you got a lot of good, well draining soil in that pot for it to grow. And once again, that's only my opinion. If you have another opinion, do your research. Electric lemonade. That sounds good. I have no idea what that is, though. That is a good idea for it, though. Let me jump to the bottom. My goodness, I'm behind. And Ravenel said, I thought my lemon tree was dead because it yielded lemons as big as grapefruit, but it came back and thrived. All because of you, bro. Bro, you made me a lemon lover. Oh, yeah. It's in a 10-gallon bucket. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now, I pulled some lemons off my UGA frost lemon, but they came on the tree, and dude, I want to say they look like tangerines. They wasn't lemon shaped like the regular lemon used to. It's like a tangerine. And even though they weren't right, they still tasted good to me. I'm not just gonna throw away fruit. Mary grow with me in the building. Say I'm living in zone 7. My big fig trees are on my homestead is in zone 8. Yeah, a lot of fig trees do pretty good in the grind. And I want to say zone 8 and 8 to 11, they grow pretty good. But I don't know. Depending on the fruit. I mean the fig tree. If zone 7, Chicago Hearted Fig, that should work too. Virginia Fruit Grove said, yep, good plan for your citrus rootstock. I just want to try something. I want to try to plant that rootstock in the ground. I'm going to leave it outside over the winter time. It should survive. And I'm just going to start grafting onto it and see can I get some cold-hearted citrus going. That's my plan. I'm always going to try something. SoundQuest 1976, Rob in the building. What's up, SoundQuest? All right. All right, we got a bunch of fruit tree guys in here. We got Virginia fruit tree grower in here. We got GT that mess around fruit trees, love notes. Let's talk about problems y'all having with fruit trees or something you want to try. Let's throw some stuff in there. Let's work it out. What do you want to grow and you wondering can you grow it? What are you growing something that you think you could put in the ground? Let's talk about that. Any fruit tree questions about planting anything, let's talk about it. Not that I have all the answers, but there's enough people in here where we can get an answer that everybody agree with. On there, say I'm in zone 9A, it gets 30 degrees a few days in the winter. Yeah, 30 degrees, a lot of stuff will survive in there. A lot. You can put citrus in the ground easy there. Tamara said lemonade and gin. Sounds good. It do sound good. I don't drink gin, but it do sound good. Where we at? Little note say, I got a plantain and it looked like it's dying. What you got in the ground? In the pot? I mean, are you fertilizing it regular? It's not, if it's in a pot, it's not root bound. Little note, we need more information so we can have a good conversation on it. Dragon Queen #1 say, I want a Palmer Buddha, but Texas won't allow you. You're going to have to drive to go get it then. If you ever watch Black's Tropical, they want something, they go get it. That's one of the things you're going to have to drive to get. Palmer Buddha. Oh, yeah, you say won't ship. Won't ship. That sucks. Best Shit Journey said, I need a pistachio fruit tree. what? That shit, how come you can't get it? You got to give me more info. You want it, you can't find it. You want it, you can't afford it. You want it, it won't grow in your area. Let's have a whole conversation on some of this stuff. See if your fit never quit. I want to try grafting mild lemon, kumquat, tangerine on the same rootstock. Go for it. Go for it. There's plenty of grafting videos on YouTube. Go for it. Yeah. I don't see why you can't do that. It's all citrus. Yeah. Go for it. And say I had a tomato plant that gave up some delicious tomatoes. Then I don't know what happened. Was it determinate and its growing time was just over? Was it indeterminate determinate tomatoes and revenue? Because sometimes, they put on good tomatoes and they die just because that's their lifespan. What? Look, no, say a vodka company just sent me some sugar cane straw. Wow. That sounds good. Miss Shirley OG Garden said, need help removing pulps from a banana plant. Now, this is something I've done recently. I talked to Bobby from Black's Tropical. As we all know on YouTube, he's really good with banana trees. He grow a lot of different varieties. But you got to make sure it's got a little size on it. That's first off. Don't pull them real small. Wait for it to get a little size on, I don't know, what it's like 4 inches, I would think, something like that. But you need to get a piece of that root too. That main root that the main tree is on. When you cut it off, you got to make sure you get some of that root too for it to grow good. Yeah. And then put it in some soil. If it's really, put it in the ground. Well, no, you can't put it in the ground in your zone. Sure, I think in zone 6, no, you can't put it in the ground. And put it in a pot. But you got to make sure you get some of that root from the main plant when you cut it from the plant. Because if you don't get none of the root, then it's probably not going to root. Dragon Queen 1 say, I also want a macadamia tree. They're always sold out. Yeah. I like macadamia. Sound good. I want a pecan tree, but it's just the roots on just do so much havoc. I don't know if I want to put up with all that. Anna Wright say, I was growing them for my mild lemon seeds. I say, okay. Oh, and I forgot the first comment. I was growing them from my mild lemon seeds. I say, okay. Now, that's another good thing about grow. I mean, it's free seeds, so just grow from seeds and see what happens. But they always say it is when you grow from seed on certain fruit, it don't always grow true to the fruit that you got it from. Might not taste the same, might not look the same. But I believe, look, it's free seeds. Put it in the dirt and go for it. But a lot of those like mild lemons and stuff might take up to 6 years to fruit. But if you're young, go for it. It's free seeds. Just go for it. On Ocean Homestead say, I'm pushing my zone. Never know till I try. Exactly. I don't think zones are the same no more. I don't think I'm zone 8A. I feel like I identify as zone 8B. Let's say that. People like Black's Tropical with them, let's say they zone 9. Zones should change every now and then because we got global warming. The earth is getting warmer, is what it is. So I can't be the same forever. Crafting Mom Creations in the building. Glad to have you in here. Food Forest Permaculture in the building. Glad to have you here. J3GS Farm say, I want to grow pawpaw tree when I find a good one. Ooh, that's a hot one now. Pawpaw trees. Go for it, J3GS. You're going to have to spend a little money or you're going to drive a little bit. Find out where the closest nursery is to you. Drive and go get it. We drive to do all kind of other stuff. Let's drive and get some of these fruit trees. Let's start enjoying what we like. Let's start doing what we enjoy doing. Enjoy growing fruit trees. Go get some fruit trees and grow them, man. I'm so over that. I am too old to be pinching penning, talking about I can't afford to buy this fruit tree. I ain't studying that. I want a fruit tree. I'm just gonna go get it. Yes, I'm gonna go get it. I'm not saying spend your rent money on a darn fruit tree, but if you think you can afford it, you can afford it. Bitch, yes, I just eat so many pistachios, I think I need a tree. And that's how you come to the realization of what fruit tree you need. If it's something you like, go get it. That shit. Go get your fruit tree. Go get your pistachio tree. Figure out what it is, drive to get it, or order offline. Darth X say, anyone else having difficulty finding a pawpaw tree? I mean, online, I see them everywhere online, but they don't always have the pollinator because pawpaw trees need a pollinator. I usually just see one variety, but dude, a lot of the online sites have a lot of pawpaw trees. You're gonna pay pawpaw money. You hear me? Them trees are not cheap. You're gonna pay pawpaw money. Second of all, raise your hands if you ever ate a pawpaw. A lot of people ain't even ate a pawpaw. How you know you like that? I've never seen a pawpaw, never. So I have no idea how they taste. Hands in the dirt in the building. Glad to have you in here. Somebody else who has a lot of fruit tree, hands in the dirt. Best yet say the tree take many years to produce. I may live to see a fruit off it. LOL. Man, go for it. Go for it. Don't never let nothing hold you back from getting the fruit tree you want. Superman's underground gardener. What's up? Working but stop to show some love, fam. Appreciate it, Superman. Superman. Great name. Great name. Here, this is a good tree. A lot of people don't talk about. Ginkgo biloba tree has a nut that gives one of the best amounts of nutrition. Ginkgo biloba. I think that's a tree you can make some money off too. DMV gonna say I'm gonna wait until my banana pups are a foot tall before I remove them from the mother. Yeah, definitely. From my understanding, wait till they get bigger. Bigger they are, make sure you can get a little piece of the root on it and go for it. And said banana trees don't care. They do like a lot of water, but they're hard to die. My yard is full of them. 3 plants every time I turn around, they're having babies. I wait a few, pull them, plant them. Simple, to the point. What up, Crafting Mom Creations? Ty Little find something for you, Dragon Queen number 1. Find a Buddha poem at North Haven Nursery in Dallas this past summer. Bam. There you go. Appreciate that, Ty Little. Anna Wright say I need to find some trees. Then while I'm experiment with seed. Yes, that would be a good idea because you got a long wait on some of that stuff to grow from seed, which isn't a bad thing. I've heard some people not growing trees from seed. You never know. If it's free seeds, go for it. I wouldn't buy seeds and wait, but yeah. Olden Holmes says, "Hey, bro, only reason I go on vacation get fruit trees." There you go, dude. I got it. Where I live at, Iceland Nursery is 2 hours away, so I got to make that trip up to Iceland Nursery just to see what's going on up there. Excuse me. I missed something. And Ravenel said, "That's right, bro. Life is short. Do what you love." Dude, I love fruit trees. I ain't studying that. And the more I think about it, I might just go get that Ruby Supreme guava, just because I don't think it might not be here next year. I've never seen it here before. So I might get it, even though it's not really something I want or grow well on my own. It's Let's go get it. I might go get it. VA growing gardener in the building. What's up, VA? Aston Team, I said I didn't get my apples and pear planted yet. We have to plant when it goes dormant now. I think, yeah, that's the best time to plant them in the fall. It's not trying to grow new leaves or nothing like that. At the onset of fall, go ahead and put your trees in the ground. Go for it. Best time to plant. Um, I'm gonna drop this link. See if anybody got anything to talk about, anything they want to say. If you're a YouTube content creator, what was that? And say, bro, are you going to meet Lead Farm in Myrtle Beach, Canton? Not this time. I'm gonna try to catch him next year. October Opal say I usually get my fruit trees at Tata in Georgia. Yeah, I don't know. I've never ordered it from Tata, and I've never been to Tata. So I've heard some stuff, but I don't know for sure. Tamara say, even if you don't get one piece of fruit from the trees you plant them for your generation. Yeah. You're not just planting for yourself, you're planting for your kids, your grandkids. So it's always a great investment in my eyes. Mary Grow with me say I was about to give up on my homestead because of my neighbor. They was taking everything, but God blessed me and protected my lemon trees, Asian pears, and he gave me 125 years strong. I don't know what else you can ask for. Life is good. Life is good. And Robin said, please tell me what a pawpaw tree is. You're gonna have to Google it. It looks kind of like a mango, shape. They say it tastes like a banana and custard apple mixed or something like that. So I don't know. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Crack them on crazy said, bro, did you get the greenhouse? I put the down payment on it and they're building it. When they get finished building it, I think it's gonna take 4 weeks and they're gonna deliver it. It's ever been that thing you really, really want it and you finally get it and you be like, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. That's what it is like greenhouse. I am so excited about that greenhouse. It is the one I wanted for a long time. Yes. Yeah. So we've been in here an hour and 15 minutes. I want to thank all the moderators in here. Love Notes, Nikki, GT Jr., OG Gardner, Best Yet Journey. I appreciate. Wait, hold on. Somebody popped up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Don't go nowhere yet. Who is it? Who is this woman?
Who you think it is? My son. How are you, sweetheart?
Look, I gotta put my earplugs in.
Oh, okay.
Look, y'all be patient. Y'all be patient. I know patience ain't y'all thing. But I gotta put my earplugs in so I can hear the OG Shelly. OG Shelly. Can you go ahead? What now?
All right. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. It's like a Sprint commercial.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can you hear me now? How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm living my best life. Best life.
Okay.
What you got going on?
Well, it's a good day to have a chat.
I saw you your fruit trees at Walmart. What did you get?
I didn't get anything right then because I was with my sister and what I wanted to give wasn't gonna fit into her car.
I
So
ain't say that.
I'll be back there on I'll be back there on Thursday. I got a friend with a pickup truck, and I'm finna get about 4 or 5 more trees. I'm waiting on my EBT card to load back up so I can get them for free.
For the free. But this the
For the
thing.
free, all right.
I got a video. You know how you, I don't know, I videotape a lot of stuff sometimes, and then eventually I put it all together. But I got 2 more fruit trees. I got another UGA
Okay.
Frost grapefruit and a UGA Frost lemon. So, dude, I got a
Okay.
lot of citrus right now. A lot of citrus
But
right
you
now.
know what? I want to get into the figs. I had a LSU Gold and I had a Black Mission, and they started out real good come spring, but then they kind of fizzled out. So they died on me. So, but I got me another Meyer lemon that they had at Home Depot that I got for a good price. I did my little surgery on it and it's doing a nice bounce back. So I'm really looking. So I have 2 Meyer lemons, but I would like to get some fig trees. I really want to do that. And just when Jay said he'll send me another couple of pieces of pomegranates because I had some, but the groundhogs ate them.
I got one of those white pomegranates I got from huh?
Which one is it? Is it like wonderful or
No, it's a what I got one wonderful. I think I got a Russian palm. I got 3 varieties, but the white one
okay?
is the one I got from
Yeah,
Jupiter.
those.
But on that citrus,
Now is the Russian a little? Are they hardy
yeah,
for my zone? Because you know I'm in zone 6A, and you know we get snow and frost and freezes and all kinds of crazy weather here.
yeah. I wouldn't leave it outside though. Not, I mean, while it's young, I wouldn't put it in, even if it say
Yeah.
it's okay for
Oh no,
your
I
zone.
wouldn't either.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
well, I'm gonna bring my banana. I got a banana tree. I have a couple of other, and all my Meyer lemons. All of those are coming inside.
oh
I
yeah.
finally got me some grow lights, so
Ooh.
I'm actually fixing the area in my second bedroom right now to set all that stuff up to make it through the winter because I know they're not gonna make it through Ohio's winters.
Yeah, and something
Yeah.
else about that. Citrus. This something I fell into. Now I use the cactus mix in the orange bag. I always talk about that. Cactus mix in
Oh
the
yeah, I
orange bag.
have that.
But
Mm-hmm.
pine bark. Mix a little pine bark into your soil. And I was already doing it. I saw Farmer Q do it, and that's perfect. Perfect.
Now, does the pine bark like develop pockets in the soil to help it breathe or what? I mean, what's the purpose of it?
Help it drain, and then it's also acidic, which citrus need a little
Okay.
acidity to the soil.
All right. Well, see,
So
I save all my coffee grounds and I use peat moss and I mix that up real good. So I have a how you say a formula for any citrus plants as far as that because I also have like rhododendrons and azaleas that are like acidic
oh
soil
yeah,
as well. So yeah.
but I'm gonna tell you something else weird about me. I don't like peat moss. Don't like it. I don't
You know
dig
what?
peat
I
moss.
don't use it. I don't use it that much because I find out it will once it gets dry, it's hard to get it wet it down because
Yes.
I have mixed soil up and found pockets of dry peat moss that did not take to the water. And yeah, that can actually work against you instead of for you. So I do understand what you're saying. Been there, done that.
I
Hey,
don't know.
learning to grow. Mom.
In the building. That's how you gotta say it, Shirley. In the building. Come
Oh,
on.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me do it again. Learning to grow my own in the building.
There you go. You got it. You got it. You got it. But this the other thing with that. I mean, it's so much that I'm learning about citrus, growing citrus.
Yeah.
First off, citrus. I used to get the specialized fertilizer for citrus, the citrus fertilizer. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
the Esfomas. Hold on, somebody at the door.
Okay.
Oh, my daughter's at the door. The S
Oh,
foam
really? Okay.
fertilizer. What I realize is I get the same results from just using regular fertilizer that I use for my vegetables. Same fertilizer. I'm not spending that big money no more on that.
But you know what? Grow. Grow. Lord have mercy. I got grow in the brain. Broke. After being a gardener for so long and being in this particular garden community, I have learned so much from you young people about all the other stuff that can be grown. I was used to the basics. I came from a family from old Southerners, and they didn't have, 19 different varieties of tomatoes and
Right.
peppers, and they wasn't growing. I mean, they was growing fruit trees, but it was your basic fruit tree like a peach and a pear and an apple tree. I didn't know nothing about in the pecans. But y'all start talking about Barbados cherries and pawpaws and macadamia and all. I never heard of half of this stuff as a child because that wasn't considered a
Yeah.
basic, okay? The norm. And then after I really got into gardening and started to read a little more, and this is way before Google came out, okay? I
Yeah.
started reading books, and then I started visiting people who had gardens. And then I started watching what they were growing. And I was like, what is that? And they said, you never seen that before. I said, I don't even know what it is. And so they were kind enough to take the time and tell me what it is, how to grow it, and even how to cook it or can it once it, came to fruition. So after doing that, I started making it my business to find out if there's other people in the neighborhood that garden and what did they grow in their gardens.
Yep.
But then once I joined the community here, I already knew about fruit trees, but I didn't know about all these different variety of fruit trees. And then I fell in love with Dan permaculture on the stuff he was
Oh
growing, and he's on an
man, do
HOA, and I'm just like, he was blowing my mind with the stuff he was growing up in there. And then I started going back and forth between him and Led Farmer, and Led was showing me how to grow my fruit trees in those 17-gallon laundry tubs, that you get at Walmart. Now, when I first started buying those tubs, they was only $4.88. Now they up to
not,
like $7 or $8 for them now because they have become so popular. They can't keep them in stock every time I go. And I've gone to more than one different Wally World. They were
but
out everywhere because people have gotten hip to this stuff.
and it's not the same. Those original
No,
laundry tub were way thicker. They
yeah,
cost more
they were
now,
heavier.
and they're not the same. Yep, they're not the same no more.
Right. They're thinner now. They're thinner now. They used to be a little, when they were 488, they were heavy duty. Now the material's gotten just a little thinner, and those rope handles will break off in a
Because
you
if you
blink.
Laird Farmer had some of them totes he had forever. I'm like, well, why mine
Yeah,
ain't last?
the black ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had them. He ordered some on the black ones online. Yeah, I saw those too. So yeah,
but
I
that,
think we
that's what
all,
I'm saying.
But what's so funny? When each one of our content creators come on and they start advocating about the things that they buy and use, and the next thing you know, you try to check the store and they all sold out
Yep.
because everybody started going online. They start going online and start ordering stuff, and they doing this during the chat. They don't wait till the chat is over. They'll come back and say, "Oh, I just ordered so and so and so." And
But
I be cracking up. I said, "That's why I can't find stuff because once y'all blow it up, oh, it just go, how do you say, viral, and they
yeah,
buy it out every time."
but this is the thing though, Shirley. Tammy said
But
846 for the 17 gallon in my area, and they last less than a year. Guess what? I can tell
oh,
you how
mm-mm.
you can get 17 to 30 gallon nursery pots for free.
Where?
You gotta watch the video.
You know,
Hey,
you doing your
it,
mother wrong. You're doing your mama wrong. Okay, that
look,
ain't right. You're supposed to let mom. You're supposed to let mom know if you don't let nobody else know.
video coming out
I'm trying to
tomorrow.
get me something.
Look,
Okay. It's coming out tomorrow.
tomorrow
Okay.
I'll give you all details and I will show you what I got from this place. All the details.
Guava, my
DI
love. Guava.
Guava. You'll get all the details. I saw one for $10 in Rose yesterday.
Yeah.
Too much.
But you know what I was laughing about? Last week we was talking about dumpster diving.
Yeah.
Man, I found the best stuff in dumpster. See, I have a friend who had an inside tip, and he has my phone number, and he'll call me. He said, "Get up here right away. They're getting ready to throw away such and such and such." I done got
Oh
so
man.
much free stuff from the dumpster. I will change my clothes and put on my my dumpster diving outfit.
Hey, go get them. Go get them.
Hey,
I,
you can't be free.
I, I'm just
Can't be free.
I want to do it. I just don't want to catch it on the wrong day. If I had inside scoop, oh yeah, I'd be head first in there. But I just don't want to be on
Yeah.
the wrong day and waste that funky smell for nothing. Learn
But
the
you know
code.
what though? If you catch, well, see, that's where you learn to talk to the associates at certain places. Okay, and when you get there and you see them, you be like, "Can you do me a favor? Whisper a little something. Buy them a lunch or buy them a soda or something. Give them a couple of dollars. Say, can you take care of that for me?" And I ain't never had problems. Okay, I mean, I done got some free stuff like you wouldn't believe. You just make it your business. Just like we barter with one another, how we send each other seeds or plants in the mail or whatever. You do the same thing in places that you frequent. You get to know the employees there. They will hook you up every time. I went
Hey,
yesterday to one of my favorite nurseries and I saw a citronella plant. Well, the only reason I hadn't bought it earlier in the season is because I refused to pay the price. But by me frequent there, I had points and I knew the employee and she knows that I come on a regular basis. She said, "I give you 30% off." I said, "Nah, that ain't enough." She said, "I give you 40 with your discount." I said, "So, you
yeah,
know, you learn to barter and you can get what you want." And I got it for like $5 and it's normally like a $35-$40 plant,
yeah. And
you
see,
know.
a lot of things. Problem with a lot of people, they scared to ask for something. You know what I mean? I don't want people to think I ain't got no money. Well, if you don't
I
have any money,
I ain't
like
never
me,
been
it ain't
able
no
to
problem.
no. My mama
Yeah.
told me a long time ago, if you don't ask, they don't know. People can't read your minds. They either say yes or no. It's simple as that. If they say no, cool, walk away. You buy it or you don't, or you go somewhere else. I mean, it
And you
don't hurt
lost
to
that.
ask.
You lost nothing. Rambo Greenhand, Brampton Gardner, um, and somebody else. I just forgot that quick. What? Bart Brownlee. Welcome to the chat. Glad to have y'all in here. Now, if you don't know, we're talking about everything from fruit tree cuts to dumpster diving to talking to a man about a horse. So, welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome. But something else when it comes to fruit trees that a lot of people got in. Get them
But
where you can get them. Now, the price of a fruit tree should be based off the availability. If it's 5 stores, you know
okay.
you can go you can get this apple tree from, then the value is very very low. I'm not gonna pay a lot. I'm gonna wait till somebody have it on sale where they about to throw it out to the trash can before I buy it. That's it. Now, if it's something that you only see once every 5 or 6 years, spend top dollar on that. Top dollar. And my
Yeah,
top dollar is
yeah. But
$60.
yeah. Well, see, we had a Wally World that closed in a different part of the neighborhood. They closed the whole store down and they moved a lot of the inventory to the store I went to yesterday. But I've never known them to sell fruit trees. They had a garden section, but they didn't have fruit trees. And like I said, I was there last week and they didn't have this because the first place I go is to the garden department and then I hit clearance. They didn't have any plants out there, period. They were all cleared out, even the potting soil and stuff. There was nothing out in the garden department. But when I went there yesterday, I was like, fruit trees, shrubs and stuff. I was like, they had to come from another store because we're up north. And normally by now, fruit trees is definitely a no-no. Fruit trees is normally gone by the end of April because of our temperature change. And so I was really shocked. And I was like, wait a minute, they load my card up on the 14th, 4th, no, on the night of the 13th. On the 14th, when they open up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I will be there with my friend in my truck, and I will have at least 4 to 5 new fruit trees before the end of the
But
day.
this the thing though. It's every year it becomes a new normal when it comes to garden and things that got to
Yeah.
deal with garden, like
Yeah.
fruit trees. Fruit trees is something that is going forward. You will be able to buy fruit trees everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised if they won't have fruit trees at convenience store, CVS. CVS already sell plants, so
Oh,
it,
really?
yeah, more people that buy the stuff, just the more people gonna have it. It's just part of how the world is going forward. When COVID happened and
Well,
everybody,
but that's why I laugh at y'all when I see beauty in the garden. I see you and I see a few other people when y'all hit Wally World, like when y'all down in Georgia, Florida, and a few other states where y'all walking through showing all this stuff like at Wally World and HD. I'm like, we don't have that stuff up here because of our weather. So
yeah.
I get upset when y'all say, you know, y'all need to go to your local so and so. No, down south, y'all need to go to y'all local so because that ain't up north. That ain't happening up here.
I'm,
So it's like you say, the different zones are changing because the temperature is changing. It's getting warm in places. It's normally cold. Like last year, it snowed in Texas. Never snowed in Texas. Didn't
yep,
snow like Leah showed that one video where it snowed down in South Carolina. So
yep.
the weather is changing in everybody's area. So you can't say what you can and cannot leave in the ground almost at some point because you're not sure. If you like insulate it, like I've seen one year, a friend of mine, he took a garden gate and put it around his plants and stuffed it full of leaves all the way around and then threw some
Yep.
what is that? Some kind of covering over it, and it made it through the winter without any problem. Actually, it started sprouting through the covering. So, I mean, it's according on how you protect your plants and how your winters are. They said that our winter is supposed to be as bad as our summer was. That may or
But
may not be true until it hits.
along those lines, when it comes to covering your fruit trees and covering whatever, another good thing is really
Burlap.
cheap.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Burlap, but also painter's drop cloth. That stuff is thick,
Yeah,
and it,
but that's
and it,
heavy though. It could break up your plant.
no, you got to put you got to put like the
Yeah, I
little
know you got. I mean, but I'm saying,
yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean you put the little Dollar Tree small trellises down around it, and then put it on top of it. But it's thick. It's thick,
Mhm.
and it works pretty
Okay.
good, and it's cheap. And when I say it's cheap,
Okay.
when people figure out you can use it, then it won't be cheap. But as of now, that painter's drop cloth is really cheap, and it works. I covered some
Okay.
trees up with it last year, and I didn't put nothing on it. I just put these were bigger trees. I just put the drop cloth on top of the tree, and it worked fine. So it's just
Okay.
another thing to add in there when it gets super cold. But you got to go for it. Some stuff gonna work, some stuff ain't. But you got to try, and then when you get tired of doing that, try again. It is what it is. Yeah,
Well,
but
see, up north, if it make it through the winter, you just how they say the strong survive. If you make it through the winter, you make it through the winter. If you don't, oh well, I'll put
well,
something else in that spot. That's a
my
lot of
my
work up north, especially when you got a lot of plants.
now my old greenhouse was real drafty. So I had a situation where my grapefruit tree and my blood mower on. Hey, always awesome, Angela. Glad to have you in here. But they had some cold damage to them, so I just
Okay.
cut out. And let's talk about this. How do you know where to start cutting it? First off, I do the scratch test all the way. I start closer to the bottom, and I go all the way up till I
Wait a
find
minute.
brown.
What are you? All right. What are you talking about? Fruit trees or what?
Fruit trees, fruit trees.
Okay.
When the winter is
Well,
over,
I remember you saying to see that. Yeah, when you scratch it and you still see green underneath it, you know it's still alive.
yeah. So I start scratch test closer to the bottom, and then I go all the way up. And once I find brown, I know that part of the limb is dead. So I pivot down a little lower, and I cut below that point, and I cut it to the green, and then let it start growing from there. So
Yeah, but do you have what we call winter? I mean, I know you don't get snow, do you?
no, but it
See,
was
don't laugh. See, that ain't funny.
it hit. I think it got 20 something in Georgia last year, 20 something,
Okay.
22. So it wasn't cold enough to kill nothing, but it will damage some of the limbs, and you have to cut back on them.
Okay.
So if you ever wonder if your tree is still alive after the winter is over, let's say it's not coming out of dormancy fast enough, you do spread test all the
Yeah.
way up till you find the brown, and then pivot back to the green part and cut that off, and your tree will continue to grow after that. So,
Okay.
uh,
All right.
well, look, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate everybody tuning in to the Super Sunday show.
Well, thank you for having me tonight.
But look, the last guest usually stay on till we get off. Wait a minute.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I didn't know the protocol. I'm new to this gig, so educate me, school me, because I don't know. I'm still learning. All right. I'm still having problems getting notifications.
Hey, tight. We're gonna ride it out. But hey, I appreciate all y'all coming through. I got a really cool video tomorrow. If you don't get a notification by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, come over to Broke Farm channel. Check out the video. It's pretty cool. It's not groundbreaking, but I think it's groundbreaking. Maybe it is groundbreaking. Who knows? But anyway, check the video out. Check out Miss Shirley OG Garden, see what she got going on. And come back now, you hear? She say it.
Hey.
That's what she say. Don't worry about it. But look, I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a good, blessed, and safe day. I've enjoyed my Sunday thoroughly with y'all. Y'all enjoy next week.
Yeah. All right. Thank